Hello, family. For everyone who's out there, welcome to the Movement Ministry. Hello. I see people joining. Welcome. Alafia family. My name is Betsy. As you're joining in, I invite you to post a comment so we know that you're here. It's so nice to see you and be in movement and community with you. So welcome. Alafia. Hello. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Cameron. I hope I'm saying your name right. Alafia. Welcome. And as people are joining, welcome to the Movement Ministry. My name is Betsy. I'm so excited to be here with you today, just sharing in community, sharing in movement together. I invite you to grab some water, create a space for yourself where you have some room to spread out a little bit. We'll be doing some gentle stretching on the floor and then taking it up a little bit to a standing position to kind of get the body going. Sammy Q, welcome. Alafia, happy Thursday. Thank you for being here with us. And bear with me, y'all. I'm doing this technology. But we're going to get it today, and it's going to be great. Jeannie, welcome. I hope I'm getting your name right. So nice to see you and meet you and be here with you. Leslie RB, welcome. So nice to see you. Welcome here. Please make sure that you have a space to be. Grab some water. Thank you, Leslie. I'm so excited to be here with all of you. And while you're getting your space together, if you have a yoga mat, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Not needed. FWYBB, Alafia, welcome. Hello. Thank you for being here. For those who, if it might be in your practice to use a prop like a yoga block to support, please grab that. Or if you want to use a book instead, that's fine too. That's what I do because we can make props out of everything. We don't need to always we have stuff around the house, so we can use that. Hello to everyone who's joining. Danielle Williams, hello. Alafia, happy Thursday. Thank you for being here. Leo Queen, welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited. And so I think we should just jump right into it so we can get our movement going and take this time to just be together. And so I'm going to step back from the screen so we can get started. And so I apologize in advance. Joyously Sweet, hello, welcome. Good to see you. I'm not going to be reading the comments, but please welcome everyone who's coming in and join us in this movement experience. Okay, so as we're settling in, we're just going to come to a comfortable seated position wherever you may be. That can be with your legs crossed or out in front. I invite you to sort of move the flesh away from your sits bones so that you can really feel grounded into the floor, into your mat, down into the earth, and just coming into that comfortable seated position. In Sanskrit, it's called Sukhasana. So our comfortable seated position, hands can either be palms up if you're feeling like you're in a place of receiving, or having the palms down if you're wanting to ground some, or just gently in your lap. And I invite you to find a soft gaze on the floor or to close your eyes just to bring the energy inward and take this moment to get ourselves settled, to transition from what we may have been doing right before now setting this space, setting this sacred space for ourselves and really marking it with this entry point of settling in and connecting with our bodies, with our spirits, with each other. This beautiful Ase Ire community. Shout out to Funlayo for this opportunity and for creating this space for us to be together, to share in the healing power of movement and the healing power of community, and knowing that we are not alone with the things that we may be going through, and that we have people just through the computer to be able to connect with and know that we are in a shared experience together that is beautiful and wonderful. So I invite you to just notice your breath, how it is moving in your body. If you're breathing quickly, if you're noticing that it's slowing down now that you've settled yourself in a little bit. And I invite you to just take some shoulder rolls, kind of bringing some attention to that upper body. Maybe you move your head from side to side a little bit as you're tuning into that breath, bringing the body back to a place of stillness and centered. And without judgment, just noticing. Noticing where your attention is drawn to in your body. Noticing what thoughts might be fleeting through your mind. And how you can just put them aside without judgment. Coming back to the breath. I invite you to also set an intention for yourself for how you want to show up for yourself for this time, for this practice. Maybe you want to make sure that you're giving yourself the loving kindness you may not have been able to during the day. Maybe you want to have a non-judgmental stance for yourself, and whatever you're doing is just enough, and that's okay. Whatever the affirmation or the intention is that you're choosing, hold on to that and come back to that at other points during this practice as a reminder that you are loving on yourself in this moment today and giving yourself exactly what you need. Together, let's take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, releasing with an audible sigh. On your next inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, dropping to one side, the arm comes all the way down to the mat, and you're reaching over with that opposite arm, trying to drop in the shoulder, not lift or hike it up, but really releasing down, bringing the awareness and attention to the side. If that base arm isn't all the way flat, that's fine. Let it drop wherever it needs to go. And letting the gravity of your head just bring your weight further down. Taking a few other breaths here. On the next inhale, rising up, arms come together, and exhaling down, center. Inhale, up, arms lift. Exhale, dropping down to that opposite side. Again, keeping that shoulder down so it's not coming up to your ears, but creating space there, allowing the shoulder blades to drop down through the back, right there into the hips and into your seated position. Arm is in a curve overhead. Inhale up, arms come together. Exhale, release down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, twisting to one side, we're going to bring the left hand over the right knee. The right arm comes behind us, looking over that right shoulder. As you inhale, you want to think about the oxygen and the air sort of spiraling up through your back, through the crown of your head to lift. And as you exhale, just naturally let the weight of your body twist you around for a deeper stretch. Doing 2 more cycles of breath on your own. On the next exhale, unspiraling, starting from the base of your spine, coming back to center. Inhale, both arms lift up. Exhale, twisting to the opposite side. That right arm coming across the left knee, gazes over the left shoulder. And again, with the attention to the breath, as you inhale, lifting through the spine, through that beautiful crown. And as you exhale, deepening a little bit further over that left stretch. Your body is naturally going to take you there anyway. One more cycle of breath. On your next exhale, untwisting, coming back to front. Inhale, arms come up, palms kiss. Exhale, just coming back down to your heart center, placing those hands over your heart, that heart chakra. And just having a moment to settle in. Inhale, extending your right hand out, flipping the palm outwards. If that's in your practice today, and if this feels like it's too much tension here, you can just do some circles on your own. But if it feels okay, we're just going to use the weight of the opposite hand just to give a gentle stretch through the wrist and through the forearm. Flipping the opposite direction. So our palms are on top. The palm from the bottom hand is on top of that front hand. And then rolling out the wrist to the side, flexing the palm out and releasing. Extending out the left hand right in front, gentle flexing of the wrist. Flexing down. And whatever's in your practice, just to give some attention to the wrist and the forearm, rolling those wrists out. Stretching the palm out, stretch to the side, releasing back into the lap. And again, going back to those shoulder rolls. Noticing if anything feels different. If anything feels, different. Rolling out the head. I didn't want to use a judgment word. We're going to transition to our tabletop position. So coming onto our hands and knees, our hands are with our fingers facing forward. Wrists are stacked right underneath the shoulders, and our knees are stacked underneath the hips. And we want to have some length from the tailbone through the top of the head, through the spine, so that our head isn't cranked, lifted, or too far down. It's just in a natural line. Tapping the feet just to bring some awareness and attention to them that they're there. And if you'd like, I invite you to just rock back on the balls of the feet and bring attention between those toes and the metatarsal area, giving it just a gentle stretch. Flipping the feet down to tap out again. And then tucking the toes, gently leaning back to give those a stretch. Releasing the feet. We're going to take our cat-cow pose. So with a deep inhale, the belly's going to drop. Our chest is going to lift up. Chin is up, and our gaze is up and in front of us. Again, we're going to hold through the shoulders. So those wrists are stacked right underneath the shoulders. Everything is activated. And as we exhale, doming the spine. Chin comes towards the chest. Head releases down. Pushing away from the mat, pushing away from the earth to create that dome on the spine. Inhale, dropping the belly. Chin comes up, stretching across that chest, opening up through the throat. Exhale, doming the spine. Chin tucks into chest. And going through a few breath cycles on your own time, paying attention to your spine, undulating through each vertebrae. As you go back and forth. And maybe if it's in your practice, you experiment with bringing more movement, maybe looking from side to side, or maybe making some hip circles to get some bigger movement going there. Seeing how you can integrate the cat-cow through some bigger movement circles. Using those hips. Staying weighted through the palms. Paying attention to the articulation of the spine. We doing good? Taking 2 more breath cycles. And then coming back to us meeting together in our tabletop. Okay, we all here. And then we're gently going to push back into our child's pose. So just releasing back through the hips, pushing back towards the feet. Arms are stretched out in front of you. Or if it's in your practice, you can bring them alongside. The goal is not for your butt to hit the feet. It's just to relax, letting the spine release over. So you see I'm letting my spine curve, head hangs over, arms are stretched out in front. And release. Again, coming back to the breath. Each inhale, you should just naturally, your body may lift through the back to fill with air, and naturally your body may let the weight of gravity bring you closer down to your mat. Taking another breath cycle here. We join back together in tabletop, preparing ourselves for our first downward facing dog of the day. So we're going to tuck those toes again like we just did before. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, pushing up through the hips. Hips move back, pushing the hands away from the mat. Keeping the knees bent and soft. And maybe you invite some movement to the feet, pedaling out through those heels. Just exploring what this movement and this new position of the body feels like. Keeping the knees soft. Maybe you experiment and play around with bending and straightening the legs. Making sure that you have your awareness through the hands and that those are supporting you
with the energy going through the shoulder blades and down the back. Inhale, bending the knees. Together, exhale, stretching up through those hips, letting the heels drop towards the mat, wherever they may lay. Certainly, if this is not in your practice today, you can return to child's pose, or you can be in your tabletop. Inhale, bending the knees, looking in between the hands, and we're going to gently walk the feet towards our hands at the top of the mat for our first forward fold. Hanging over, Uttanasana, forward fold, letting hands release down, or they can be cradled, elbow and elbow, and just hanging. Maybe you shake your head yes or no, whatever feels good, or letting the hands release down. This is an opportunity. I talked about props earlier. If you feel like you need some extra support, you can certainly use a book here for the extra support, or at this high point like this. And this is the pose. It reminds me all the time to release that which doesn't serve us. Taking one more breath here. On our next inhale, bending the knees, reaching up, palms kiss at the top, letting the hands come to our heart center. I'm just going to take a moment to reintegrate. Adjusting, letting our bodies reintegrate what we just experienced. Putting the hands over our hearts. Again, finding that soft gaze or closing the eyes gently. Bringing the arms on either side, finding our Tadasana, our mountain pose. This is the asana of, I think about it as like two dueling things. We're lifting up through our crown into the sky while also being rooted, being grounded, being connected to the earth, being connected to our roots. And so while we are planted and firmly across our feet, our weight is distributed equally. We're also lifted through the knees, lifted through the thighs, lifted through the hips, and lifted right up through the crown of our heads. Rolling the shoulders back. Just taking a moment here to be present, to be in your body, to be with all the others in community. Taking one more breath. Inhale, arms lift up, palms kiss. Exhale, release, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. So hands are resting on our calves or on one of your props or on your ankles. Again, mimicking that tabletop that we experienced with the energy going out through our tail, through the top of our crown. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, stepping back on our right foot for a low lunge. Hands are on either side of that front foot. Again, ankle is stacked beneath the knee. The opposite foot is stretching back through the heel, dropping that knee down. Inhale, lifting up. Pinkies are coming towards each other with a gentle lift up towards the sky. Remembering to breathe. Feeling rooted and planted in that front foot. Lifting up through the fingertips, but also dropping through the shoulders so that there is a space between the shoulders and the ears. Inhale, palms come down to frame that front foot. Tuck that toe under. Stepping back into high plank pose. And this is a choice again here. If it's in your practice to be in plank, that's fine. If not, you can drop the knees. Certainly, that's great too. or if you want to push back into child's pose or be in tabletop, we're just getting ourselves down to the floor, and eventually we're going to meet together in downward facing dog. Inhale, bending the knees, looking in between the hands, walking to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, bending the knees, arms lift up, palms kiss. Exhaling down. Let's do that again. Inhale, palms lift up, kiss. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold down. Inhale, stepping back on the left foot, low lunge. Again, making sure that that knee is stacked at a 9 right over that ankle so that you're not putting extra pressure on anything. Hands on either side of that front foot. The heels reaching back in that back foot, dropping the knees to the mat. Inhale, arms come up. Pinkies are facing each other to get a little bit of an extra extension and stretch in there. Focus is upwards. Again, certainly if you want to stay here, that's fine too, or use a prop to have some extra stability. Taking another breath here. Arms come down. Inhale, untucking that back, tucking the back foot, stepping back on the right for high plank or coming to the knees or child's pose or table. And from here, we're going to drop the knees, pushing back, meeting together in downward facing dog. Bending the knees, looking in between the hands, walking to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending the knees. Palms come up, kiss. Exhaling, coming back through that heart center. And again, just noticing what's going on in your body. Maybe your heart is beating a little bit faster. Mine is, because we're a little bit more invigorated. And just noticing. Stepping the feet about hips width distance apart, arms released down. We're going to inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, sitting back through the hips, chair pose. So it's like we're just sitting in a chair. And we want to make sure that our weight is evenly distributed in our feet, but that we're not going to be rocking back on our heels or forward on our toes. The feet are firmly planted, but our energy is shifting back through the hips. Arms are alongside our ears, or if you'd like, they can be here alongside. We're just going to settle in. Inhale, raising up. Exhale, hands release down. Do that one more time. Inhale, arms come up over alongside your ears. Exhale, sitting back. And if it's in your practice, why don't we all experiment with bringing the arms behind us? Palms are facing down. Inhale, standing up, arms coming back to heart center, releasing down on either side. And stepping our stance a little bit wide. Feet are going to be mostly parallel in front of you, but however feels comfortable. Taking a deep inhale up to the sides. Exhale, hands come to the waist, lifting through the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees, rolling up slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Releasing the shoulders back. Okay, I hope everyone's doing well. This is where we're going to take it up just a little bit. And I invite you, if you have your mat out, you can keep it. If you feel like you have space for it, you can certainly move it to the side because we're going to be moving around just a little bit. Get our bodies going just a little bit more, okay? Hope everyone is doing well out there. Okay, so we're going to get going, just moving. Hope you all are having fun, getting some stretching going. All right, you're gonna walk to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, step, and back. Step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, step, step. Add in an arm. In place. Hip. Hey. Stepping side to side. Do your thing. You can freestyle it. Stepping side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Big arms. Other side. Let's go. Eh. Taking it back. Hey. Stepping side to side. Having our own dance party. Stepping for 4. Big arms. Taking it up. Hey. Hop. Anyone sweating a little bit? Just a little. Side to side. All right. Good, good. I hope everyone's doing well. Get a little bit of water. I hope everyone's enjoying this experience tonight. Well, it's tonight where I am. It might be daytime where you are. But right now, I hope everyone is enjoying. All right. We'll just keep it here. Stepping out. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Step 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Bringing it in. Hey. Hey. Back to the beginning. Up. Here we go. Can we take it around? Hey. Up. Ooh. Breathe. Music is so beautiful. Take it easy. Up, 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 up. Up. Let's go. Hey. Just feeling it. Nice. Nice job. So we're going to stretch it out before we completely cool down for our Shavasana. So if you'd like to get your mat back for our final stretch and then our gentle rest. So finding ourselves back on our mats. Bringing the feet together into our butterfly pose. Bottoms of the feet are touching. Again, pulling that flesh away so we can really feel grounded through our sits bones into our mat. And again, just like taking a moment to let everything we just did reintegrate itself into our body. Focusing back on the breath. And if you'd like, and it's in your practice, gently pressing the elbows against the knees to deepen the stretch. You can also shift your shoulder, crossing it to one side, to the other side. And changing again. One more time. Extending the legs out in front of us. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, palms facing out, reaching for those toes and letting them fall wherever they may. Letting the chin drop into the chest. And just flowing with the breath, letting your body and gravity pull you down when it needs to. Inhale, gently walking the hands back up the legs. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bringing in that right foot into the right thigh and letting the hands walk down to reach that left foot. wherever it may land. Head drops down. Thinking about letting the chest release down onto the thigh. Inhale, walking the hands back up the thigh. Exhale, letting the legs meet. Inhale, bringing in that left foot into the right thigh. And then exhale, walking the hands down, releasing again. Letting gravity work to bring your body closer to your leg as it falls in its natural way. Inhale, walking the hands back up the thigh. Swinging around to lay back on our back. Feet are planted on the mat, gently rolling down onto our backs. Bringing that right ankle on top of the left knee. Lifting both legs, threading the arms through, and just gently bringing and pressing in through that thigh, bringing those legs closer to you for a gentle hamstring stretch. Releasing the feet, changing the left leg to come on top of the right knee, lifting up, gentle press through the thigh, through the back, holding the back of the thigh, bringing it towards the chest. Releasing both feet back down to the mat, stretching them out long. Pulling in that right knee to the chest and letting it gently hang over to the left side. Gaze is over that right shoulder. Gentle spinal twist. Inhaling, rolling back, bringing that right leg back into the chest. Gentle squeeze, letting it release down long. Switching sides, bringing the left knee into the chest. Crossing over to the right side, gentle gaze over that left shoulder. Hugging that left knee back into the chest, letting it release long. Bringing the arms overhead for just one big stretch through the hands, through the arms, through the heels. Exhaling, release down. And letting the arms release and relax on either side of you as we prepare for our final rest, Shavasana, or corpse pose. And these are the moments that we just take for ourselves to just let the body be. Let it be rested. Let it be relaxed. Coming back to the intentions that you set for yourself at the start of our time together. Always coming back to the breath, as our guide and our focus when other thoughts enter our mind, because they will. And so without judgment, we just acknowledge them and move them along, just like a cloud. And as we think about our body relaxing, maybe you envision a warm light or a bright light starting from the crown of our heads, filling up our head space behind our eyes, through our nose. And as it touches every part of our body, it just relaxes and releases. And perhaps you even feel those gentle shifts. You feel your jaw release. Maybe you feel your neck relax. The shoulders drop from the weight of this beautiful energy that's moving through you. Arms, elbows, ribs become soft. Belly relaxes. Hips relax, thighs, knees, legs, ankles. Maybe your feet drop and part as the weight of this warmth energy releases them as well. And ever so gently bringing your attention back to the room by bringing some movement to those fingers and toes, gently moving them. Maybe you circle the ankles or circle the wrists. Bring the attention of them back to our space. And when you feel ready, gently just rolling over to one side in a fetal position. And taking a moment here this position is a reminder of birth, rebirth, budding, blossoming, and that we can start over whenever we want to. We can make a new choice, we can make a new decision, we can choose a new pathway. At any moment, it's our now. And when you're feeling ready, gently letting your hands assist you to come back to that Sukhasana, that easy seat that we started in. Hands in your lap. We'll be closing with 3 collective breaths together. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time, deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Last breath, biggest breath of the day. Inhale. Exhaling with an audible sigh. And I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center. Thank you so much for trusting me with your movement and your practice today. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be free, and may we all live and work in liberation. Thank you so much. Ashe. Thank you, everyone. I hope that you had a good experience. We will be having our movement ministry every Thursday at 8 p.m. I hope you've enjoyed. Please subscribe to the Ase Ire YouTube channel if you have not already. Be sure to check out all of the videos that we have available there. Again, lovingly, if you're feeling like you were moved tonight and are wanting to generously make a donation, all of my information is on the ticker below, and I hope to be seeing you all again very soon. Thank you so much. Oh, I see some of the notes coming in. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to sharing more together. Thank you, Community Restoration Specialist, Ashante Everhart. Thank you, Ahira, I'm not sure. Corey, Sunday Roses, thank you so much. I'm just looking at the comments from before. Denise, hello. Join us again next time. We'll be here. Cameron, thank you. Thank you, Leslie. Luna, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your time today, and I look forward to sharing in ministry with you again. Ashe. Goodbye, everyone.